Hi YouTube and all the fraternities of dreams. My name is Gaurav Raj Anand and today I am gonna show you how to break the web schema. And after breaking that particular web key, how to use that key to actually decrypt all the packets that we have captured in the background. So let's start monitoring the air using the utility called AeroDumpNG. So AeroDumpNG on the Mon0 interface. So as you can see right now, we are proving for different access point, and this is the real access point in which I am interested in. Having the ESS ID called Dreams Pavilion that has been encrypted with a web key having ciphertext called web. That is the full form known as wired equivalent privacy. Having the BSS ID that is double E at the end. And there you can see there are different clients that are going to actually connect with that access point. So what I'm going to do right now, using the utility called AeroDumpNG, I'm capturing all those packets in a local file called Dreams Pavilion Cracking. And this access point is running on channel 6 that is having a BSS ID called double E at the end on the interface Mon0. So let's start the process. So as you can see, we will have started the capturing process and different clients are trying to associate with it. Next, what to do next? Right now we are capturing the packets from Dreams Pavilion. So the next process is using the utility called AirReplayNG. We will replay all those packets that will try to associate with the access point. Now this can be done in two ways. First, all the clients that are already been connected to that access point, I'll break the connection between the clients and the access point, and using the MAC address of the clients, I'll actually fool the access point into believing that yes, I'm the real client. Try to have association with me using the MAC address of the real clients. So let's actually capture the replay packets. So start it. And right now, as you can see, well, I have started the AirReplayNG tool and we are able to generate enough number of data packets. So let's see whether I am able to capture it. Yes, it's around 3000 packets, data packets have been captured. But one thing to notice is that we are not able to generate or make system generate enough number of ARP packets which are actually necessary to actually crack the web key. And even in the prompt you can see it is clearly written that deauth deassociation packet. So what does that mean? That means using a external Wi-Fi adapter or a external Wi-Fi card, actually I am replaying all these packets to the access point, and what access point is doing, it is saying deauth deassociation packets. That means access point is rejecting all those packets. It is not actually accepting all these packets just because I am not the real client. So what I can do right now, and just because I am not able to generate the enough number of ARP packets, so let me kind of stop this attack and actually search how many clients are being connected to it. So as you can see, lot of clients are connected. So using a utility called MAC changer, I can change the MAC address of my machine and can fool the access point into believing that I am the real client. And even there is a very good utility called AirReplayNG. It is having an option called -h, in which I can use the MAC address of the real client. So right now I need to actually find out the MAC address of the client. So you can choose any of the clients that have captured more number of packets. So let me kind of start once again the packet capturing, and you can see lot of clients are trying to have association with that access point. Stop it, choose any of the client in which you are interested in, and suppose I am choosing the last one. Okay, right now I have chosen this one, and now I'm giving the AirReplayNG the fake access, the fake SSID of the real client that I am spoofing. And now as you can see, as soon as I have given the fake MAC address of the clients, the system is able to generate enough number of ARP packets. As you can, don't you see, all packets are increasing at a much faster rate than the previous one. So just wait for some time till the packets around 10,000 or 15,000 are being captured. And the last phase of attacking, is that since, as you know, that we are actually capturing all those packets locally. So you can see all these packets are over here, Dreams Pavilion tracking 01.cap. This is the original packet that we are capturing right now. And using the utility called AirCrackNG, we can directly give all those packets. So packets are still being captured. So let's wait for some time. Just wait for some time till the packet all packets are being captured. Till now only 10,000 packets are captured. Now since we have generated around 11,000 of our packets here, we can directly give all those files that we have captured locally over here. So AirCrackNG suite of tools. It's a large database collection of tools written by Thomas Deartrop, who is the main programmer of AirCrackNG, and he has done a very great job by making this tool. If somebody is really interested in wireless hacking, this tool, can be proved to be the best tool out here for wireless hacking. So now we have captured enough number of packets, and let me kind of give all these packets directly to the AirCrackNG suite of tools and allow the attack to be continued. Means attack is running parallelly to the packet capturing. So hit enter, and now the cracking has begun. So let's see whether we are able to crack the key or not. And voila, as you can see, finally we have got the key, and the passphrase for Dreams Pavilion is 9338011125. So this is the original web key that we will be using for actually decrypting the packets. So if somebody is interested in connecting to the access point Dreams Pavilion, right now you can see this is the key 9338011125. This is the actual key. When you will feed this key into your Windows machine, you will be able to connect to the Dreams Pavilion. Now what I am interested in, I am going to show how to decrypt the packet. So there is a very good utility in the AirCrackNG suite of tools known as AirDecapNG. AirDecapNG. It is having a functionality in which it is asking for the passphrase that we have captured by -w option. So just give the -w option and use that particular key, which is I think 9338 9338 01125. Let me verify with this. 9338801125. So this is the right key. And now the last and the final option is the PCAP file, the file that we have captured. So just give dreamscracking.cap, and so the decryption has started and we have decrypted the web key. So you can see the total number of packets read is 266263365, and the web packets are 109808, and the total number of decrypted web packets are 109788. And now we can see locally we have decrypted all these packets. This is the real file of the decrypted packet. Let me kind of copy this, and directly I am giving this to Wireshark. Wireshark is a very good sniffer tool in which we can see all the packets that are being decrypted into a file, into a text file. So means all these files you will see it totally in the plain text. So Wireshark has started, and right now we are able to see all those packets that we have decrypted right now. All those packets are in the clear text. So guys, what I tell you regarding this attack, that web is the most abused encryption mechanism that are being used nowadays. Even after that somebody is really using it, then I think they are really in a very great trouble, because web can be cracked very easily. There is no need of giving the very strong password. Even if you are using a very strong password, it will be surely cracked, because there are flaws in web that can be easily, that can be flawed. And using all these files, you can actually view all the databases that are passing to and fro across the access point and the clients. So suppose someone is using their credit card information, and someone has logged into their banking account, and they have given their own username and password. So using the Wireshark, you can actually see all those files in the plain text. So if somebody has used their banking accounts, is saying the HTTP traffic. So somebody has used the Facebook account or any SSL certificate, you can see all these things in the plain text. So great trouble. So I highly urge no one should use the web, because WPA and WPA2 Personal Enterprise Edition is very secure. Even they are also having flaws, but the thing is that even if you are using a very strong passphrase, that is a combination of all alphanumeric, small characters, big characters and the special characters, and if the password is not in the list of the attacker, he will never be able to crack it. Obviously he can launch the attack like brute force, but brute force are having some terms and conditions. You need to have the particular hardware, strong hardware, and there is no such guarantee that how much days it is gonna take to actually break the key. Maybe it will take 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month or a year, no one knows. So guys, there are certain possibilities that you will be secured even if you are using WPA. But web, as you can see right now, I have completely decrypted all the web packets, and this is the original passphrase that access point was having. So completely in vain. So guys, that's all for this videos. This is my first video on YouTube, and today I'm gonna upload this before Diwali night, and I hope I'm urging a lot of comments from you. So see, if I'll get good or bad comments, doesn't make any difference to me. Obviously give your comments so that I'll be making new and more videos. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.